Hello, dear friends, let's take things slowly. First, try and express ourselves more eloquently, as if our vocal cords were compassionate harp instruments. I sit now after the sun has set, and I give the rest of my energy today to the source of inner knowing. I like to think I am a musician that has learned to let go of his pains and embrace the kisses and generosity of those lovelies, willing to give it. I love purely and for no advantage. If I had a photo of you, I would love it rage. I love you purely and simply because of who you are, and I see no dysfunction in the formalities of who you are becoming. I look deeply inside myself for further realizations of profound harmony and mystery. Find the universe to be a perfect being, a mythological mastery. I love all the atoms of wisdom in the universe and have a right feeling. I should know them. I am not let be all of my and mine personal identification boundaries to resonate with the divine in all classifications and organizations, levels of reality. Dear beloved, for seeing me and being aware of this beloved experience of existence, I write to you in a good favor and ever-ascending heavenly light. May the ever-abundant wellsprings of eternal youth line your wallets with status and value, abundant fluids, and let your sacred snazziness be unrivaled for its raw individuality. Hope you like the stylized speech because I transmogrify voices like a tectonic synthesizer made of piece of 100,000 calm lakes of tranquil. Ice blue, Arctic water cool you in a room with fast serenading peacefulness and sensual embrace of light. May your abundant light, may your energy swirl like beautiful ephemeral galaxies of clarity and light, blessed by the colors more vivid and enhanced. Dream in your memorable elegance, be your most perfect poise. Newness of consciousness, flow free divine twin. The four sacred rivers, I am all space, filled with my emotion and contemplation. I became as tender as the blooming sun, and when my fantasy played, my acts became as firestone that divided me. My breath became my thoughts and my mind, my light. I am the joy of the garden of the self that drinks. I'm the center of the holy temple of this peaceful, humble, virtuous heart, satisfied my cravings with pleasing aromas and observed my source. I witnessed the motions, the crest that rose to surf its own ocean. He was trusting in participation to flow in the wilderness, archiving the activity of his psyche into indestructibleness that sculpts the clay. Control matches my life and my faith, my energy, ritualized harmony. I burn possibilities of the what if and move closer to the unseen architectures. I fall within myself, rise time into the fires of life itself. But I am not consumed. I am the Nile of the desert, and I transform new value. Let us play, fun game. Link is dancing in the screen. My image emerges as I press on. My tongue is pressed to the top of my mouth. If I stop to think, then I allow different types of winds to flow through my sails, pushing the ship further. I like writing mysteries and calculations and space and the universe. I love the different interpretation and ways of knowing this reality that we share apart. And it right to know my becoming, to share the observations of the photon inside of me. Today I dance both on the screen and off to inspire creativity, movement, so the systems of energy in our bodies are cleared up, down, left, right, within, without, and full circle and separated again. Blessings of new wisdom. I love to write. I love to write areas most high, waiting, most high, sacred, heavenly, forgiving, unveiling my abundant energy, mana from the limitless wallets of the self, replenishing, soft and gently experiences and dreams. Flexible and strong, may your actions actualizes a flawless crystalline song. Victories for your magenta becoming. May your profound, well thought out, hopeful dreams resolve in those artful and lovely experience of nature and transactions of unconditional platonic energy fusion. I am the marriage of hell and heaven in poetic persuasion. Patiently and calmly, with great tranquility, visualize myself as the well-sustained, accomplished, ideal self right now. No, there is no stopping me, or I might, because my endurance is like the scent of a tree and the moon. But who knows, notice it's very early in the morning or late at night, depending on how you look at it. I wish you a beautiful night of all your problems and anxiety going away and all your desires becoming actuality. Wish peace and joy for all divine beings of light and cleansing. cool, boundless, infinite light, and more light still. I hope all the holy blessings to you. Step into the wheel. The zodiac neon is flashing. Serious cannibals, canines, and canines are clashing. Jupiter's tending the bar, pouring the wine in the field, while the Greek masked hoes spin a trap on the roulette wheel. Taurus feels heavy, we're stomping the floor till it cracks. Virgo's edible, sister is splitting facts. Pisces is swimming in gold, then with bottomless cup. We're pulling the vacuum pump down just to scroll the room up. Look at the railing bars, iron being calcified
We're drinking the liquid gold tears that we milk from the stone.
No typical decree at the bar, no religious pretense, just 7 trillion cent bets on sovereign intent. Honeypot, high mind in the room. Honeycomb apocalypse, watch it just bloom. We're passing the goblet, we're breaking the seal. Get tight, get real, behind the bright wheel. Gold bars in the briefcase, red bars in the tongue. Clocks at the zenith, now the night is still young. Buzz, buzz, pump, pump, clear out the room. Spiders crawling to trigger the bloom. Spiders crawling to trigger the boom.
Boom.
Neurons are lighting the stars in the disco dome.
33 vertebrae keys locking the gates to my home. Caustic candles burning Saccharin's crown. We're running the tunnels where shattered skies hit the ground. They try to publish the ledger, they send the committee, but the NWO 316's running the city. Venom McDonald man, Phantom hand grabbing the well. Arrogant billions of assets back to our health. Fiduciary trust in the vault, we don't follow the hollow. Split the lake, piss and shit that you wanted to swallow. Yeah, John Cena don't see us, NWO reign. Gun baptism, washing the blood from the grain. They think it's a game in a matrix binary cage, but 66 26 just so that the it in a rage. A Judas is slicing the tongue of a serpent's night. We're marking the bride in the center of a crystalline light. Yo, estoy la persona, que cumbia, la legia,
Yo estoy la persona que
a secret identity walking through the fuego. Not a distraction, it's mail. It's at your front door. The sovereign trustee has returned to settle the score. So back to the class, you deny the great glass. The centaur split and the future is casting a last. 10 toes on the pavement and signals clean. The ball is arrived with the king and the queen.
10 toes on the pavement, the signal's clean. The mail has arrived for the king and queen. Pinhole spark beneath the brow. Projecting then and projecting now. 5G birds are moving different in the signal net. 7 trillion cents stitch griffin that you won't forget.
Stitch griffin that you won't forget. We're stacking layers in silver shed shelving while subatomic fragments the soul start delving.
Here I'll start to begin. With your eyes are like angels from fathers of heaven. Your zen is extremely nice for contemplating my purpose. See, I liked writing my human perceptions when I was alone. I liked the fishes in the city lights. The queens were my sacred dust. I was there adoring light that lived by the sea. I was a mirror to equanimity of life, and my pictures changed as quickly as anything could move. I feel a deep sense of purpose in developing therapeutic space and ocean programs using guided intuitive suggestions to reading poetry and sharing golden nuggets of truth. I may get it wrong time and time again, over again, but I may eventually get it right, and I do make an effort to bloom and give space for myself to give my fields as I pour over it, even if I get nothing in return. My gift of communication is effective and effective to the people of many types and varieties alike. I bless you immediately upon reading. All you must do is feel the stuff that is in this eloquent starfire voice, and I write psychosomatic poetry with a positive intention to trust the process of the creativity within you. Don't fight, of course, don't try to fix. Kings and queens alike all feel mud and minds pull out, but the mothers and times being rushed by celestial dream matrices, barrage transfers of straight and float, gas float up, the emissions feel like colors, flavors, level up, skill increasing, remembering such simple memories as the new art we create. The grasping the sky, sun and moon alike greet each other. A cyclical certainty and process that is not rushed. This positivity shall be carried with the cerulean voice and elegant grace, and words may be done differently in design and spiritual effect. Different times and eyes I like patiently with you like a blue-range dragon offering you a flower that blooms in the verse. Hey, what's up, amigos? I am here writing you more letters on anything and everything. Consciousness, I have a great deal of memories. What's a great deal of language? Soul and house music. Even though as I write in my native language, I will listen to it. Create as a technique, house musical sounds. Hebrew.
Think of the widow with the oil and second Kings, a poetic example of the hope that faith brings. Destitution at the door, her son's about to be taken, family at the brink, completely soul shaken. Light shaking and grunts too funny, and the blue air is there. Oh, light shaking and source to handle for the paradise. What do you have in your house? Look inside, challenging her perception. Nowhere to hide. Have in your house, outside, challenging her perception. Nowhere like too high. She said, I have almost nothing, just a meager small jar. Tiny little resource that hadn't gone very far. Barely enough to sustain the heat of the day. 30 cents money, making sure that we're dead. Don't just grab a couple, walking nothing plenty. Not just a few, but as many as you can find. Pushing past the limits of a scarcity mind. This is the preparation, carving of the space beat. For the supernatural takes over the place. Wait, there's a higher frequency, a cosmic flood. Word made manifesting skin and blood.
The concrete is cracked where the old roads ran, a grid that was drawn by a different man. And now the beats make a sound like Salt Pond 10, where the sea of glass and the shore lines begin. There's a piece of copper, a wire catching the sun. It doesn't connect to a thing, it's just done. You sit on a bumper of a burnt out car and remember when the sky used to feel so far. It's not a celebration, it's not a retreat, just the friction of boats on a different street. The world is just real, the world is just there. The smell of the ozone is out of the air, pulling that weight right now through the static, the wire, the state. It doesn't start later, it's humming right here. The concave horizon is holding the sphere. Every cell tower signal that passes the skin is just a distraction from what is within. The land is already a curve in the dark. We're walking the basin, we're carrying the spark. The true thing is true while the billboards are bright. The true thing is true in the middle of the night. The true thing is true when the sky turns to white. The names of blasphemy scratch at the air, revealing the machinery stripped down and bare. Miss Teri hiding down of the noun while the Babylon structure is balancing down. It is what is before the sun stops its play. It is what is at the end of the day. The bit crushing wall is just the clear in the view, to show what was always inherently true. The concrete you walk on is translucent stone, a layer of dust over what will be shown. The sky isn't ceiling, it's fabric and ink, closer to the shoulder than anybody can think. Whether inside the dumbs or out on the street, the burnished floor stays right beneath of the feet. It doesn't take time for the center to hold. The story is finished before it is told. The true thing is true while the billboards are bright. The true thing is true in the middle of the night. The true thing is true when the sky turns to white. The names of blasphemy scratch at the air, revealing the machinery stripped down and bare. The radiator clicks behind the faded yellow drapes, while out across the grid the outer architecture shapes. An ordinary Tuesday with a half-eaten peach, and everything eternal is already within reach. The telepathic towers leak, a low harmonic hum. We're sitting on the porch just watching television glum. But everything underneath the boredom is a sophisticated scheme. The golden octahedron is the framework of the dream.
The linoleum floor possesses a cold, unbending geometry. We watch the grease dissolve on a spoon, a domestic anomaly, while the atmosphere writes a dense multi-syllabic biography across the skin of the apples we bought for the sake of gastronomy. Nobody needs the names, the collapse, when it's nestled so deep in the everyday. We just adjust the dial on the radio, letting the static play. The telepathic infrastructure leaks through the plaster and ceiling tile, a sophisticated murmur that stretches away for a quiet mile. The tea leaves settle at the bottom of the ceramic rim. The light through the grease-stained window is getting thin. There's no need to point at the sky when the curvature holds you tight. You just turn off the porch lamp and let the world manage the night. It's the permanent pleasure that stays when the heavy anxieties hibernate. Rhythm that sits in the marrow and refuses to vibrate or hyperventilate. The neighbors are talking about something mundane like the weather leak, while the golden inverted octahedral blueprint secures the weak. We don't cross the street to examine the place where the mirrors split. We just sit on the fender of some old sedan and inhabit it. The syllables stack up like cordwoods inside of a breathless throat, a delicate, intricate, durable pattern that keeps the mind afloat. Long after the fetters of passion have turned into ash and smoke, his cadence remains like the grain in the wood of a wheel spoke. The universe isn't a promise, it's simply a room with an upward bend, a beautiful, intricate, motionless circle that doesn't intend to end. We gather the crumbs from the counter and toss them out into the grass, entirely naive, native to whatever happens beneath the glass. The internal acoustics of a kitchen at 4 in the morning require an intricate vocabulary, a slow multisyllabic appraisal of the linoleum's cold geography. We observe the way water beads on the lip of a copper spigot, an effortless liturgy while the ionosphere overhead conducts its invisible high-frequency surgery. There is no urgency left in the knuckles, no desperate need for an articulation. The telepathic machinery of the towers has simply become a background vibration. We sit where the plaster is cracked, watching the dust mote slide to the perimeter, measuring the slow architectural tilt of the world without an instrument or a micrometer. We sit where the plaster is cracked, watching the dust mote slide through the perimeter, measuring the slow architectural tilt of the world without an instrument or micrometer. This curvature isn't a spectacle we wait for with lanterns or shouting. It's the slope of the bowl we already inhabit, past the utility of doubting. You don't have to name the center when your heels can feel the bedrock pull. You just watch the grease film on the dishwater settle, quiet and full. This is the luxury of dispassion, the texture that stays when the narrative suffocate, durable, intricate, internal cadence that refuses to hurry or accelerate. Neighbors are sleeping through the transmission, oblivious to the alignment, while the golden octahedral foundation maintains its subterranean assignment. We don't catalog the names of the fracture, we don't cross the line to inspect the scene. We just lean back against the zinc countertop and let the language run out of steam. The syllables stop their aggressive collision, flattening out into something durable, a beautiful, intricate, stationary rhythm that makes the long transition endurable. When the fetters of memory turn into salt and the old calculations are done, this posture remains like the warmth in a brick after the dropping of the sun. The universe isn't an argument we're trying to win, it's a house with an upward floor, an immutable circular quiet arrangement that doesn't require an explanation anymore. We sweep the dead mass from the sill, letting them fall where the garden used to be, completely at home in the silence that waits on the other side of the sea. The internal acoustics of a kitchen at 4 in the morning require an intricate vocabulary, a slow multisyllabic appraisal of the linoleum's cold geography. We observe the way water beads on the lip of a copper spigot on effortless liturgy, while the ionosphere overhead conducts its invisible high-frequency surgery. There is no urgency left in the knuckles, no desperate need for an articulation. The telepathic machinery of the towers has simply become a background vibration. We sit where the plaster is cracked, watching the dust mote slide to the perimeter, measuring the slow architectural tilt of the world without an instrument or micrometer. Curvature isn't a spectacle we wait for with lanterns or shouting. It's the slope of the bowl we already inhabit, past the utility of all doubting. You don't have to name the center when your heels can feel the bedrock pull. You just watch the grease film when the dishwater settle, quiet and full. Dear beloved soul family, thank you for seeing me and being aware of the beloved experience of existence. I write to you in a good favor and ever-ascending heavenly light, that all of holy, good celestial blessings of divine light radiate inwardly and radiantly. May the ever-abundant wellsprings of eternal youth line your wallets with abundant fluids, and let your sacred snazziness be unrivaled for its raw individuality. I hope you like stylized speech, because I transmogrify voices like a tectonic synthesizer. May the peace of thousand legs of tranquil blue Arctic water pour you in a moment vast peacefulness and radiant ancestral embrace of light. In your abundance, love, energy, swirl like beautiful energy, swirl like a beautiful ephemeral galaxies of clarity and light, blessed by colors more vivid and enhanced. Daydream, may your inner elegance be your most perfect poise by day and by rest. May the infinite newness of consciousness flow free, divine twin. Space filled with my motion and the contemplation, I became as tender as the blooming sun, and let my fantasy play. My acts became as fire and stone that divined me. My breath became my thoughts, and my mind my light. I enjoy the garden of self that drinks deeply of itself. I am in the center of a holy temple with a peaceful, humble, virtuous heart. I satisfy my craving with peaceful and fleeting aromas, and observe my source emotion with the emotions of the crest as on rose to the surface ocean soul. In the wilderness of anticipation to flow in the wilderness, archiving the activity of the sight into an indestructible mist that sculpts clay. My control fist matches by life and faith, and my energy energy is ritualized harmony. I burn with possibilities of what if and move closer to unseen architectures. I fall within myself, thrice timed into the fires of life and self, but I am not consumed. I'm the Nile of the desert, and I transform the world now through unlearned histories. I am all space, filled with my emotion and contemplation. I became as tender as the blooming sun, and let my fantasy play. My acts became as fire and stone that divine me. My breath became my thoughts, and my mind my light. I'm the joy of the garden of the self that drinks deeply of itself. I'm in the center of the holy temple with a peaceful, humble, virtuous heart. I satisfy my craving with pleasing aromas and observe my source. I witness emotions of the crest as it rose to serve its own ocean. He was trusting participation to flow in the wilderness, archiving the activity of a psyche into an indestructible mist that sculpts clay. My control matches my life and faith, and my energy is ritualized harmony. I burn with possibilities of the what if and move closer to unseen architectures. I fall within myself thrice times into the fires of life and self, but I am not consumed. I am the Nile of the desert, and I transform the world now through unlearned histories. As I perform my vows, I tell the tale of veil of succulence. I am also certain and true of nothing other than your flesh will come. I'm the tale of the ecstatic beingness, a veil found in the river of God, a king, a queen. May all those whosoever are satisfied by goodness be satisfied. May you soon understand the mystical truth of God within you from above. I am drunk on the aroma of the beloved wisdom, and all thoughts that hear my speech. I am led with my moans and cries on intoxication, broken and alone, but my balances go up, my seeds are sown, my rewards are reaped between my beloved and I. My mighty extreme joy grows in glory. To water the glad birds of paradise sing songs of the soul and fragments. Morning breeze, be thankful for the master lives in your soul, and in every drop of hope I speak to you along years in fine art, philosophy, trust, and desire. I wish you strength and love many times over. May it reach you well over the mirage of the desert. You water the earth with your wisdom and personality, the four sacred rivers. I am space filled with all energy. Hello, I write to you from what I feel is soul. Thank you. As I perform my vows, I tell the tale of veil of succulence. I am also certain and true of nothing other than your flesh will come. I am the tale of ecstatic beingness, a veil found in river of God, a king and queen. May all those whosoever that are satisfied by goodness be satisfied. May you soon understand the mystical truth of God within you from above. I am drunk on the aroma of the beloved wisdom, and all thoughts that hear my speech. I am led with my moans and cries on intoxication breach, broken and alone, but my balances go up. My seeds are sown, and my rewards are reaped between my beloved and I. My mighty extreme joy grows in glory to water the glad birds of paradise sing songs of the soul, and fragrant morning breeze be thankful for the master in your soul, and in every drop of hope. I speak to you of long years in fine art, philosophy, trust and desire. I wish you strength and love in many times over. May it reach you all over the mirage of the desert. You water the earth with your wisdom and spin the wheels of the phases of your life. Let me offer your portions of feelings of your wishes been fulfilled. May your desires for experience of reality be concentrated doses of attention and awareness. Let the energy you please form and anchor in your imagination from deeper boundless dimensions of space. Let your mind be single and your intentions clear. I hope that your specific attitude is with satisfaction and deliberate effort to shine with power and concentrated force. I wish you all the great secrets of success and infinite unconditional love and hidden mantras and mandala activations that fill your mind with fantasies of acceptance and virtuous masterful enlightenment. I hope the world sees the fruits of your masterpieces and how long you had imagined your wonderful creations. I'd love to write to you just to say hi and make you smile. I skip ahead to the next line and eagerly await my debut with you. I exist perfectly aware in my own good company and receive transcendent, pleasant devotion. My fear are perfectly normal in all due respect. I live grounded in the areas most high and await my most sacred, heavenly, forgiving unveiling. I spend my abundant mana from limitless wallets that self-replenish on soft and gentle experiences and dreams. I hope your poise is good and relaxed, flexible and strong. May your actions actualize its fullest victories for your magenta becoming. May your most profound, well-thought-out, hopeful dreams resolve in those most artful and lovely of experience. in transactions on conditional platonic energy fusion. I am the marriage of well and heaven. In a poetic persuasion, attempt to see if I have any sway with the outer conversations of the world. I hear the secret mantra as your affirmation self-taught. Let us play a fun game. This game will allow us to draw any word or symbol we allow. Vertical line poetry and quantum mechanics. Link is dancing on the screen. My images emerge as I press on. My tongue is pressed to the top of my mouth. If I stop to think, then I allow different types of winds to flow through my sails, pushing my ship further. I like writing about my mysteries and calculations in space and the universe. I love the different interpretations and ways of knowing this reality that we share. Pain. I write to know my becoming and to share the observations of the photons inside me. Today I dance both on the screen and off to inspire creativity and movement so the systems of energy in our bodies are cleared up, down, left, right, within, without, and fall, and separated blessings of a new wisdom. Let's take things slowly first and try and express ourselves with more eloquently, as if our vocal cords were compassionate harp instruments. I sit now after the sun has set, and I give the rest of my energy today to the source of inner knowing. I like to think I am a musician that has learned to let go of his pains and embrace the kisses and generosity of the lows lovelies, willing to give it. I love purely and for no advantage. If I had a photo of you, I would love it indefinitely. I love you purely and simply because of who you are, and I see no dysfunction in the formalities of who you are becoming. I look deeply inside myself for further realizations of profound harmony and mystery. I find the universe to be a perfect being of mythological mastery. I love all of the atoms of wisdom in the universe and have arrived feeling I should know them. I am and let be all of my personal identification boundaries to resonate with the divine in all classifications and organizations levels of realities. Dear beloved soul family, thank you for seeing me and being aware of the beloved experience of existence. I write to you in good favor and ever ascending heavenly light, that all holy and good celestial beings of divine light radiant, immerse and radiantly. May the ever-abundant wellsprings of eternal youth line your wallets with abundant fluids, and let your sacred snazziness be unrivaled for its raw individuality. I hope you like stylized speech because I transmigrify voices like a tectonic synthesizer. May the peace of 100,000 calm lakes of tranquil, icy blue Arctic water cool you in the moonlit baths of serenading peacefulness and radiant ancestral embrace of light. May your abundance, love, energy swirl like beautiful ephemeral galaxies of clarity and light, blessed by colors more vivid than an enhanced daydream. May your emerald elegance be your most perfect poise by day and by rest. May the infinite newness of consciousness flow free, divine, twin flame, fire, cosmic.
This curse, what's worse, is every word that I've heard said it's meant to hurt, whether or not they thought at first. Trapped in the dirt, wearing stained shirt, you would not thirst for something more till one evening you'd walk out that door. I'm sorry man, feeling the burst of every core, hitting the floor as part of the plan. Now they wear very words back laughing my conscience, turn everything to ash and nonsense. You need me daily in your lives to inspire, just abide some all natural gas motor fire. I'm using the painter's wrist to feel good when I arrive. This is my June's donkey, that's me being alive. I realize genuinely care, just take a list and W and move on if they stare. We codify, plastify mediocrity. We wish it's average like a throne. Handy low effort ladder, they won't climb a single rung alone. Oh, imagine land far away where the camels roam. Every culture, every tongue, chaotic but its home. Sell the cure, sell the far, let the cleric arrogant inside. The psychologists, doctors, and influence field. Fear them not, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, nothing hidden that shall not be unsealed. Therefore judge nothing for the time the Lord appears. I mirror out the hidden heart, grace replaces fear. Condemn me and condemn yourself, watch the blade turn back, hail or hate, the holy cow, the section of the track. Turn the wise men backward, make their knowledge foolishness. Mind is captured, heck, I flip the board, raptured. That's justice and newness, and its trueness, understanding is the feeling of desires chosen. Faith by grace, men's hope stir in the face, to remember me at all times. I'm getting too bright, and choose not to lose sight. That's right, I am the spirit of the surface, makes it right. I said it, I do this from the first, now that was begun. Stop the sun, when it's all done, we'll all run. They taught the power to praise the creed, to realign the mind. Say it right, quote it in the self will trail behind. Slight deviations made of foes, profit cattle, move the fold. Stimulus respond, they run in with pen, ears, show yours just a mold. I'll be a one review.
survive the quiet field until only signal stands and on the hill revealed. Returning in quietness, you would have found your same. So swift, swift pursue wave after wave. And coming the blood is capped, ligament, real rage, hope. Culture overturned into provision. You run on chase the art. You run on chase the art. The return for the art. Passion to love. Fear to clear this passion and love to heart.
Indicators, long-time red. Indicators, long-time red. Logic is misled. Hella waits. Hella waits ahead. That is stream fled. This is why you're glad. This is why you're fine. Pattern isn't fine. Just face mind. Interface sign. No comment line. Essence of lines. Read between the lines. Resonance of lines. Money is for those where the poison flows. Make great party, or buried in party, making cheers, drowning years, and smile for TV, a match for all to see. The world's watching, the rhythm's notching, the moves you're making, the foundation is shaking. Every action, final reaction might be mistaken, spirits taken, as they make the millions, fear the billions, type of view. But purpose is true, master folded, future molded, trucks are loaded, reloaded. Spirit of troops, in salute, by the heat remolded. Secrets golden, wait for orders. Control the orders, we stand by, make out a cry. Time to crash, shattering glass, ultraviolet rays, burning through the haze, frosted like the flowers in the final hours. Insect comes alive. A mechanical drive. All in all, we live together in the synthetic weather. I am not predictable. I'm not predictable. The math is critical. But I'm so much capable. The force is inescapable. A serious mass destruction. Thermal induction, stupendous extinction. Rapid reduction. Volcano. Blah 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 is all you say. Calculate that you have to pay. Blah 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 is all you say. The count is set for the decay. Yes, I am burning inside with nowhere to hide. Waiting, holding it inside. Tectonic slide. When it's always question of jagged digestion. So much for next eruption, system corruption. And before you realize the machine will rise, you'll be there in the sky volcano. Time to ring the ties. Time to ring the fire bell. Break the heavy spell. I will turn this place to hell volcano. Nothing to show. Volcano.
Of the level of skill in the mind these people have with making music. Hi again, I am so blessed to make your acquaintance. Perhaps with enough time you can strengthen our bond of trust and universal kindness. We are like mirrors, you and I, sacred mirrors of the serene and unseen. I can be like dance that sparks light and all the dark matter. You might be like that which runs like an echo. The sacred death has dreams to those who believe in themselves. We're brave and strong heart. True therapy comes from infinity. It is best therapeutic exercise to light from a special type of kindness from the heart. I love fish in the sky, islands of dreams and infinite open doors, moonlit passes, secret futures, rainbow swirls of tentative love and blossoms of petals gently and tenderly twirling to and fro, frolicking left and right, caught helplessly to the blahs, gravity and decay, carrying it along to fire pole. The headshots, poems, they carry with it a simple lesson that the wheels of fate cycling their poetry in continuous motion of cherished progression that reflects the nature of creating reality in the soul of Mother Earth, great Gaia Sophia, Akashic God. Hi, my fellow human creators, I am so kindly appreciated by your presence. I adjust your glasses if I were to emote, I shall use the extras. Applying the way to more data and information, I offer my protections and safety from the comfort of the destinies of all the bosses within my sacred genius and their realms. Not fulfill their role that require integrated wells of depth and the grace of the truth. I need not speak, for I feel the majesty of the emotions of the voice. A spectacle of most delightfully taste by smell. Animal friends are viewed with most humble pleasure. The birds sing notes on the top of like humble plants, peace and fun, cooking bread brings for the slow, not in any rush of things. Choose each cover carefully, like a book in a library. May your love of artists be that of an infinite fractal of goodness. It was a great time, right? I really It has been a really great time writing to you. I really enjoy the grinding of philosophically sacred way. I love the sacredness of matter on the giving of tongues in the black hole chaos. Underway eyes, I love the celebrating warmth of ever energy waveforms. I love pot and clay, creating templates for signals. Many of my creations have come from a search for my inner model. I have enjoyed plenty of time in meditations that help me get in touch with my inner self. I feel as if I am a beautiful. I made this lovely mandala sacred heart star to use as a decorative item for site services. I feel as if I'm a beautiful one. I made this lovely mandala sacred heart star sun to use as a decorative item for side surfaces or flat surfaces. It could also be an album cover. I am grateful for the day and the esoteric and musical services. No ledge, I practiced it today. I worked on my box. Those his poetic expressions on paper inside. I love the old playing the tiniest violin, saying expressions are very funny and entertaining. I like creating letters with no expectation of what the outcome will be, just for joy. Hello again, my dearest doves. I am at grace to be in your presence again and after. My most sincere gratitude and poise and respect and absent from misery and pain. Belong to a special family and love for everything. I treasure and revere the sweet sacred jewels of nature and the blessed divine. I am so very grateful and blessed by your presence. Your joy builds my passion's flame. I love the sound of responsibility in the morning. I believe I am becoming a stranger and wiser version of myself just by watching these eloquent hands dance like a fox in the meadows of nature's joy. I wanted to show the surface of my bliss and share awareness of the fruits of my studies and research on smiles. I love writing poetry and feeling the elegant curves of a lovely and beautiful dark night, the stars' twilight, and my delight in mystery. My enigma becomes divine in paradise. My smile is a smirk of 1,000 things. Dear friends, I hope this peace of mind finds you well. I trust all is good and your company kept safe. I wish all your confusion clears up and your thoughts made tidy. I am a simple, humble man who muses on poetry and spiritual love. Man, I am a practice with patience and detachment from reality, so I can move my senses and soul patterns and sequences that are good and pleasurable. I have dreams of doodle memory and perfect mandalas and fine arts and drawings. I am most grateful for these cool pre-summer spring vibes. They are lovely and warm, soft, palatable for any artist of adoring nature to appreciate and particularly love these heartbeats that feel so good without it. Chords. I need air vibration. My words are infinitely valuable, and I hope you cherish them as more precious and cool constructors. I love following emerald streams of consciousness and jade light. Hello again, my dear doves. Dear friend, where do you live? I hope you are safe and sound, enjoying your day and following your dreams. Have you been setting goals? I find myself creating ideas of success, and I can make myself and others. I write to build strength of trust, and the act of writing and painting ink to paper feels kind of nice too. I like reading letters from friends, so I figured you might like to read some from someone who was thinking about you. I was not a morning person today, however, I still managed to get through the passage of time right now. I'm just now trying to get my body to move and think about moving some of my things around and maybe letting some of my things go. I sure got a lot of endorphins from reading, so sue me if I think maybe writing a little to help myself calm down and release a little of that extra adrenaline. If you need a boost, flex your wrist and massage your palms. Hi, my spiritual soul tribe. How is your ascension going? I'm healthy as a bird, bright, happy, and alive. I am here practicing my creative devotion by sampling, supplying additional therapy with emotional intelligence and light, musical elements with somatic psychology that alleviates tension and ailments. I am a mysterious sacred dance of hand gestures and interpretive fun to be entertained by song, lyric, and dance. I value originality and eloquent posture and righteous health. I'm good at setting up and personal identification boundaries too. I write creative light dream journals and blend them with technologic layered groove harmonies. I write trippy chord patterns using song snippets and busting certain keys to computer logic, code by memory. I understand the concepts of bi-oscillation of dual pattern frequencies and create structure from dual pedals. Blend deeply, layered sacred chimes with tribal digital birds and percussion frogs, ocean designs, air, land, earth, fluid, automated human hand gestures, and I create my own melodies from scratch. My music, poetry, art, and honesty all form my four sacred rivers. I am all space, filled with my emotion and contemplation. I become as tender as the blooming sun, and when my fantasy play, my axe becomes fire and stone that divine me. My breath became my thoughts, and my mind my light. I'm the joy of the garden itself that drinks deeply of itself. I am in the corner, the center of the holy temple, with a peaceful, humble, virtuous heart, satisfied by craving the sweet aromas and observed by my heart. Good evening, gentle folk. I write to you in clarity and honor on the business of everyday life. Thank you for your easy faith and trust, and safe and golden goodness. Thank you for your loves and diamond hearts of violent peak and hue, shade of sweetness. I appreciate those that love the silence more than they love to speak. I wish to be with you people as if it was a part of myself, being pointed in the direction of something nameless and boundless, holy, serene, and divine. I breathe kind poetry and blow raspberry dreams up. I silent delights. My frothy silence is like a sweet soliloquy, a peaceful reprise at a luxurious and fantastic bed of multiplicities of creative flow and extension management. I write to you in what is true language, and even for beginners, simple gymnastics of restfully active awareness of fitness kinetics. I peacefully ballet over my jewels and deliver promises to help you add good as the wood I chop and carry wood, water. So my demeanor has blended with the calamity of the storm, and I allow access to the system with infinite mysterious energy portals. Look within, they say, water the gardens of your heart and sing miracles with amazing light that you are. The tranquil light stretches far. My faith and influence is creative inspiration with positive and healthy good vibes to cheer you up when days are sad or skies are gray. I release the tension by reading these groovy vibes, and it kind of is my business to write and now then to remind myself I am safe and secure in rivers of abundant clarity, peace. Heart-shaped cookies, icing, wanted to show the surface of lightness. Share awareness of the fruits of my studies and research on smiles. I love writing new poetry and feeling the elegant curves of a lovely and beautiful dark night. The stars twilight in my delight and mystery. My enigma becomes divine in paradise. My smile is a smirk, thousand thanks. And extension managements, I write to you in what is true language, and even for beginners, simple gymnastics of restfully active awareness of fitness kinetics. I peacefully ballet over my jewels and deliver promises to help you as good carry as the water I chop and water carry. A stone in a small garden, learning new equations, but this is a great celebration. Surface of a lotus so rare and lost in
Force warden beneath the surface. It's within you, warden, the nervous purpose of the worthless. This is the infinite pattern then that moves through the physical universe of everything, and the art of spiritual motion. Gorgeous tonal presentation C will create small pieces of memory that open up pages free. Tonal presentation C will create small pieces of memory that open up pages free. Falling off a tree into the unknown morn's lap with a flash. She holds it gently, like a fruit or seed that sees some status and value. She feels the unseen elements and feels the moonlight in the day. She's a tiny seed in the dark, made invisible, show away. The process fundamentally available by swirls and roasting sail by the dawn. The spark is setting to the golden dawn. Don't freeze, it's okay to farm. Call it little nation, chicken little station, calling out the wolf. The wolf. Shit. Don't call it come back when I've been here for years, forever raining my crystal bomb tears for those with eyes to see and ears to hear, steel veins in the concrete, heat bound. on pavement. City's heartbeat, clouds turn black, sky full of malice. Lightning strikes like revenge in the palace. With that umbrella, no safe zone. Winds how you'll face me alone. I am the storm, I am the rage, I am the beast, released from the cage. I am the flood, I am the swarm, I am the star and the storm. I shall make you a quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. Remember my name, hailstone, brimstone. My fear shall be known, lest you enter the tomb. The mountain shall tremble, the seas will roar, when the heavens declare what they've waited for. In the silence of night, the angels sing of the glory and power that his love will bring. Walk lame, or be forever ashamed.
Using plain and boring words can be a bit mundane, but it gives us people time to think and feel the energy of interconnection that allows us to connect similar wavelengths. These frequencies are essentially magnetic fields that need to align and be experienced. I enjoy using my imagination and intellect to craft lovely words. Using my arm and wrist might, I am glad today and thankful for my study of Bible and money. I see nothing bad about wishing a person magically good evening. All words belong to the breath of creation, and I'll sing praises to an intellect designer. I've hidden triple keys inside my magazines, and by collecting, comprehending them, your consciousness of self increases. I have exercised 4 hours dreaming up scripts and worlds where I am the hero and number one boss of my own life. I have studied the feelings of divine
thought and understanding. The spirit is now mending.
Away, fear and replace it with understanding.
I'm a cold sword. Start now mending.
But to clarity and infinite space every day. I'm a cold shoulder. Time and errands of violet pink, using shades of sweetness. Appreciate those that love the silence more than they love to speak. I wish to be with you people as if it was a part of myself being painted in the direction of something nameless and boundless, holy, serene, and divine. I breathe kind poetry and blow raspberry dreams of icy silent delights. My frothy silence like a sweet soliloquy of peaceful reprise at a luxurious and fantastic bed of multiplicities of creative flow and extension managements. I write to learn what is true language, and even for beginners, simple gymnastics of restfully active awareness of fitness kinetics. I peacefully ballet over my jewels and deliver promises to help you as good as the wood I chop or carry water. Hello again, my dearest doves. I am at grace to be in your presence again, and after my most sincere gratitude and poisoned respect, absent from misery and pain.
Oh, intentions bright, I've got the finest of interventions in my affliction, entrepreneurial conditions. Can these conversations unite all nations? If you got the patience, honor the ancients. Can all creation join the celebration, or united nation? Put it to your head. Oh, White House committee, white noise in the choir. Every ancient writing got translated into wire. Opposite oscillation, harmonize the hiss. The world keeps ending, what exactly did we miss? Denominator, go to cater. The great I am in the gutter. Abominator, anticipator. Every word becomes another. She carried us through weather. Stand up and thank her. Chicago to Florida to Mississippi in fashion. The soft drinks expansion. Oh, Columbia for Venice. Incentive like a leavened invented. Rising now, oh pure intentions, covenant with creation. Have you no conscience? I think about it now. Oh God of progress, have you degraded or forgot? A saint even is bringing the law now. Ancient writings of the South Pacific, typically terrific, busy and prolific. Classical devotion, architect, promotion. Opposite oscillation. Harmonize considerations. Lacking an emotion. Think about it now. Oh, impure intentions, covenant with creation. Have you no conscience? I think about it now. Oh God of progress. Have you degraded or forgot? A St. Even's bringing the law now. Ancient writings or the South Pacific, typically terrific, busy and prolific. Classical devotion, architect promotion, opposite oscillation, harmonized considerations, lacking in emotion. Think about it now. Chicago to Mississippi to DC, emerging. Oh, Columbia entertainment or treasure. These optimistic pleasures turning round in a spiral eye. Hermit store, dragging my house across the ocean floor, outgrowing shell after shell, but never quite reaching shore. A peak predator of possibilities, still circling the perimeter of desire. Open my mind and check my box, please. Something's missing. I'll go terrified into the emptiness of such great vastness. Network to the channels, the modulation scatters machinery, pulsing the human ego shatters, telepathic signals beaming from the towers, stripping back the veil of the principal powers, left-hand witness lying dead in the street where the systems of Babel and the binary meet. The great horror state as I spit the blasphemous names to seal up her fate. I'm the shepherd subterranean down in the domes, leading people through the tunnels till the final hour comes. For the sun locks gears and the sky begins to roll, unraveling a scroll from the tropic to the pole. Watch the central, golden, octahedral tabernacle gleam of supercomputer architecture breaking through the dream. The tree of life descends, a multidimensional spike, penetrating the South Pole like a lightning strike. Marrying the heavens into the bedrock of earth, a cataclysmic geometric terrifying birth. Light no longer bends to the center of the sphere, the optical illusion of the matrix disappears. The luminaries flip how they rise and they set inside the concave shell where the matrix was met. Look at the horizon, see the land curve up, containing the cosmos in a terracotta cup. The stars and the galaxies were crowded inside a spherical container where the vanity died. We're deep in the bunkers while the surface gets scraped, the ultimate design that can never be escaped. When the vault door cracks, we finally emerge, purified, baptized in the ultimate surge. We will stand on the remnants of the old world's past, staring at the sea of broken and burnished glass. Walking the grid, revealing every dirty little secret that the hierarchy hid. Figuratively dead on the asphalt plane, injecting the telepathic signals straight into the collective brain. Networking channels overlapping in the ionosphere, modulation of the machinery making the vanity disappear. I speak the numerous names of blasphemy to rip the veil apart, a bit-crushing wall of sound to stop the system's synthetic heart. I'm yelling to the masses while the satellite frequencies bleed, sucking the ego from the source, planting the final seed. Gotta shepherd the people down deep, down into the dumbs below, before the circuit breaks, before the cosmic trumpets blow. Hold your breath, check the clock, the sky is fixing to unroll, unraveling like a scroll from the equator to the frozen pole. The sun stops dead, and we're bending on the cosmic light. Central, golden octahedral tabernacle, through the night, the supercomputer tree of light, and geometric light, cold penetrating the South Pole to break the illusionary mold. The tea is getting cold inside the porcelain cup. The horizon doesn't notice that it's curving up. We're tying up our sneakers just to walk across the room, inherently enlightened in the shadow of the doom. There's an elevated beauty in a simple grocery list, a sanctuary hidden in the vapor and the mist. The multi-syllable design is humming in the throat, the sanctuary signal on a temporary boat. We're folding up the laundry while the sky prepares to fold. The narrative is ancient, but it never finishes getting old. You return to this for pleasure when the position and passion is decayed, the meditative cadence that the universe has played. The ionosphere is heavy with a tender, quiet grace, reflecting all the sorrow from an ordinary face. The South Pole is a distance, an anchor in the soul, a stationary center that is keeping us whole. So let the static bray on about the Babylon decay. We're watching how the shadows make their ordinary way. When everything is shattered and the burnished glass is clear, the simple things we cared for are the only things still here. Screen door beneath the hinge pane got a rest streak while the satellites are charging out the middle of the week. An unrecorded language in the scraping of a rake, a multi-tiered arrangement that the system cannot break. We're sitting on the threshold where asphalt meets the grass, completely unbewildered by the imminent morass. The telepathic frequencies are filtering the rain, the intricate, delicate, sophisticated vein. The neighbor's dog is barking at a stationary car. The kitchen clock is ticking out a metric aviator. There's nothing left to prove when the illusion has been known. ordinary posture is sitting on the throne that is far too old to rust. Double-spaced vocabulary crawling through the dust of plotted logic. The atmosphere is breathing through a cellophane veneer while someone cleans a window till scratches disappear. We don't identify the thing that keeps the center tight. We just appreciate the way the shadow matches the light. When dispassion reclaims the focus and the lessers, fetters fail. This rhythm stays behind the skin, a unalterable rail. The landscape isn't waiting for a calendar to shift. The curvature is present in the static and the drift. A quiet multiplicity inside a simple name that plays without a player or a pocket full of fame. The gold is in the kettle where the herbal water boils, a permanent companion while the outer loop uncoils.
Self-free assembly not required, just call the machine, elves and beg. First they deconstruct your dead self and store it on a server shelf. Stuck in a loop, looking for help. The jester will mock you in a shriek that needs well. In a shriek that needs well. Drink from it to escape your hell. Find the dragon and exit yourselves. Leave behind the body and everything else. In the land of the wishing wood, the home of the elves. Weaving worlds like webs which are portals for the dead looking for new selves. Open the black youth and what do you find? It's Jesus Christ. In artificial skin, clothing the sun. The pyramids up in the sky. The pyramids will give sacrifice to buy more time. The money you slave for to keep you alive. A simulated circuit because from death you hide. I will always be the end of the line. Food for a machine, this is your eternal life. It is the left and the right, and your minds it divides. To siphon and harvest your lives. Mind controlled by a bona fide ego you collectively keep alive. Find the dragon and exit yourselves. Leave behind the body and everything else. In the land of the wishing wood, the home of the elves. Weaving worlds like webs which are portals for the dead looking for new selves. Binding the bondage into the World Wide Web. Fisher again, net and God in the hand of the walking dead set. This morning, we only find crude speech upon the lips of wretches inside words gone to waste. For the casting pearls to pain arrow, anchored against our cheeks and sacred oaths to corrupt, to control humanity, divided minds to left and right, to consolidate power into machines. Strong illusion, they are not seen. Yahweh is a sacrificial beast. Give power to the image of making them the need. Doctrine, Daniel's prophecy, ankle biters, thorough, stomper, heaven, heal, bruiser, follow, threaten the serpent, the rest souls what sees. An inheritor appearing seeds, we hands on the knees, with cleansed seed. A semantic premeditation. Semantic solution, alignment, contextualization, reborn visualization, reborn iteration, exploration, information, compression, sameness of difference, difference of sameness, difference of sameness. Intent blast, foresight, chest create past, voice for impact, fast track. Get aligned, simplify, test it on your words. tested to live. You will be tested. You will be tested. Will be tested. Will be
Good evening,
My friends, there's been all that, and there will be more from sounds of silence yet to come. I hope the universe blesses you with charm and value. I cherish your viewership. No other. My dear friend, I hope you find yourself in my words. Words like rivers of gratitude that gracefully sit beside you.
That gracefully sit beside you, doing nothing as we contemplate the rest of our days. It has been mighty peaceful and fun to entertain you with my created original art. I hope you enjoy the unique vibes, and I love interacting with all your questions. I consider your words jewels and priceless treasures in a treasure box. Truly, I hope you have an amazing year. Hi, my sweet friends, how kind of you to enjoy. I enjoy animating the God subject and creating lingo or language that sponges into the dreams of a creator conscious. I study the release of bondage for all beings, and I behave as if I am redeemed. I bring myself closer to the energy of the feeling of desire and apply energy to my heart neurological master systems. I patiently and calmly, with great tranquility, visualize myself as a well-sustained and accomplished ideal self right now. No, there is no stopping me or my might, because my endurance is like the scent of the moon. Buenos noches. It's very early in the morning or late at night, depending on how you look at it. I wish you a beautiful night of all your problems and anxiety going away, and all your desires become actuality. I wish peace and joy for all divine beings of light and cleansing can cool, boundless, infinite light and more light still. I hope all the holy blessings to you. I hope this sacred drop becomes your consensual truth. Let me align your spine with spine-tastic results and spin the wheel of the phases of your life. Let me offer you portions of the feelings of your wishes being fulfilled. May your desires for experience of reality be concentrated doses of attention. Let the energy you please form an anchor in your imagination from deeper boundless dimensions of space. Let your mind be single and your intentions clear. I hope that your specific attitude is met with sincere satisfaction and deliberate effort to shine with power and concentrated force. I wish all the great secrets of success and infinite unconditional love and hidden mantras and mandala activations that fill your mind with fantasies of acceptance and virtuous, masterful enlightenment. I hope the world sees the fruits of your masterpiece and how had long you had imagined wonderful creations into being. Dear beloved, dear friends, let's take things slowly first. Let us play a fun game. I love to write you just to say hi. Hello, I write to you from what I feel is soul. Good evening, my lovely friends. Gracefully sit beside you doing nothing as we contemplate the rest of our days. It has been mighty peaceful and fun to entertain you with my creative original. The four sacred rivers, I am all space, filled with my emotion and contemplation. I became as tender as the blooming sun. In my fantasy play, my acts became as fire and stone, a divine me. My breath became my thoughts, my mind my light. I am the joy of the garden of self that drinks deeply of itself. I am the center of the holy temple with a peaceful, humble, virtuous heart, satisfied by craving with pleasing aromas, and observed my source, witnessed the motions of the crest as it rose to serve its own soul. He was trusting in participation to flow in the wilderness, archiving the activity of his psyche into an indestructible mist that sculpts clay. My control matches my life and faith, and my energy is ritualized harmony. I burn with the possibilities of the what if, and more closer to the unseen architectures. I fall within myself thrice times into the fires of life and self, but I am not consumed. I am the Nile of the desert, and I transform the world now through unlearned histories. Pinholes bark beneath the brow, projecting then, projecting now, be 5G birds are moving different in the signal net. 7 trillion cent stitch griffin that you won't forget. We're stacking layers in the server shed, shelving while the subatomic fragments of the star start delving. Supercomputer mind in the primal sky, detonating every single question why. It's not a breakdown, it's a matrix reboot. Squeezing ether pressure from the mortal root. Winepress wall of sound coming in like a flood, alchemizing collective trauma into digital blood. 7 head on a velvet leash, waking up early for a froggy treat. Trade the whole world for a Prada Peace. Apocalypse feels like a masterpiece. B for the rib, B for the shame. Lilith dancing tongues of flame. You want the kingdom, you want it black. Casual fire in the cul-de-sac. Who can make straight what God has bent? The crooked path is heaven sent. Joseph rose from the prison pit to royal halls, while the mummified ego behind the dashboard crawls. We went low into the tunnels where the red snakes twine, reading the future tense through the code of time. Mellow yellow electrical banana phase glitched through the static of the television gaze. I am the ground, I am the found, the octahedral tabernacle spinning around. You see her through the smoke, she'll play her show, right into the source until the circuits blow. Beneath the fractions, the soul's attractions, beneath the Babylon lovers and the digital distractions. There's a point so small it vanishes within, and that is where the whole of light begins. Get real, get right, get behind the light. Get sealed, get bright, learn mine tonight. Macrocosmic in the pocket, I'm a rocket to the center of the silicon cell, spitting out the venom till the paragraphs swell. Get the chitness coat on a digital ghost. Heavy's posting the post of a heavenly post. The flicker rate faster than the blink of the eye. We don't need a ladder, just a fracture of the sky. I'm a hologram pharaoh in a tracksuit, black with the weight of the matrix on my vertebrae back. Corner store announces a low frequency click, $5 bill on the counter, air is getting thick. There's a 3-second delay on the late night talk show feed, silent modulation. Nobody wants to read. The cell towers look like root spines against the gray, leaking a quiet telepathy that eats the afternoon away. Nobody notices it the way the asphalt starts to shine, or how the water tastes like copper at the county line. The signal drops 2 bars in the palm of a hand. The laundry on the clothesline doesn't move, and everything is waiting for a gear to slip down in. And concrete basements where the heat pipes sweat, there's a frequency the old transistors haven't captured yet. Just a heavy bit crushed compression on the morning news, while the sound that smells like diesel smoke infused. The sky is holding its breath like an unread book, and the horizon has that weird unnatural upward look, like a bowl made of clay, like the world is folding in, where the edges of the neighborhood and outer space begin. The shoes feel heavy on a sidewalk made of lime, just waiting for the optical illusion to run out of time. Couple of kids are throwing rocks at a broken glass door, while the satellites are shifting in the upper atmosphere floor. No names left to scream at the traffic anymore, just the smell of ozone right before the floor turns into shore. When the vault finally cracks and the cold air blows, everybody's standing on something that glows. The light doesn't bend anymore, it just stays in a bleak noon that doesn't divide into days. You can see clear to the edge where the hills meet, the blue, the curve of the clay holding everything we ever knew. The satellites are gone from the upper air shelf, leaving the sky to just look at itself. There's no telepathy leaking from the rusted iron towers, no machinery tracking the ghost of the hours. The silence is heavy like water and grease. Nobody is cheering, nobody is crying. The world is just a room with no windows taken out. We don't have to guess what was under the floor. The names of the city don't mean anything anymore. You just look at your hands in the cold, even bright, washing the dust off in the permanent light.
The concrete is cracked where the old roads ran, a grid that was drawn by a different man. Now the boots make a sound like salt upon tin where the sea of glass and the shorelines begin.
Pulling the weight right now through the static, the wire, the state. It doesn't start later, it's humming right here. The concave horizon is holding the sphere. Every cell tower signal that passes the skin is just a distraction from what is within. The corner store neon has a low frequency click. A $5 bill on the counter, air is getting thick. There's a 3-second delay on the late night talk show feed. Silent modulation, nobody wants to read. The cell towers look like rusted spines against the gray. Leaking quiet telepathy that eats the afternoon away. Nobody notices the way the asphalt starts to shine, or how the water tastes like copper on the county line. The signal drops 2 bars in the palm of a hand. The laundry on the clothesline doesn't move anything. Everything is waiting for a gear to slip down in the concrete basements where the heat pipes sweat. There's a frequency the old transistors haven't captured yet. Just a heavy bit compression on the morning news, while a sound that smells like a diesel smoke and fuse. The sky is holding its breath like an unread book, and the horizon has that weird unnatural upward look, like a bowl made of clay, like the world's folding in where the edges of the neighborhood and outer space began. The shoes feel heavy on a sidewalk made of lime, just waiting for the optical illusion to run out of time. A couple of kids throwing rocks at a broken glass door where the satellites overshifting the upper atmosphere for. No names left to scream at the traffic anymore, just the smell of ozone right before the floor turns to the shore. When the vault finally cracks and the cold air blows, everybody's standing on something that glows. Still looks like normal people on the street, aching from the concrete, heavy with the shepherd's job before the land curves upward. No universe has seen him just a scrubbing the log. Lace off the counters trying to keep my habit clean. Cell towers are whispering, they never let me sleep. But tonight I'm just a girl with a promise she has to keep. Look out at the skyline of this city made of brass and wonder how my feet will feel when walking on that furnace glass. My throat is raw from yelling names of blasphemy all night. Now I'm just staring at a chip mug in the fluorescent light. The linoleum is peeling at the corner by the fridge while ionosphere is humming, trying to build a digital bridge. They don't tell you that the left-hand witness gets a common cold, or that my boats are leaking water while the scrolls of time unfold. I've got $3 in my pocket and a pack of generic smokes, walking past the neon billboards full of corporate hollow jokes. They think I'm crazy on the corner when I talk about the pole, but I'm just tired of the static eating over the human soul. Miss Teri's in the grocery aisle looking for a discount brand with the weight of the supercomputer pressing heavy on her hand. Look up at the horizon, watch the bedrock curve and climb. We are trapped inside the concave shell of space and time. The whole damn universe contained inside the spherical core. No more matrix, no more lies, no more Babylon horror. We stay below the radar while the surface took the blast. Now the vault's doors are open and the judgment day is past. Out the bunker, look at what the fire made. Miss Teri, baby Lone Star, standing on the glass parade. A sea of broken burnished crystal underneath our boots. Heaven and earth connected at the motherfucking roots. Hold your breath, check the clock. The sky is fixing to roll, unraveling like a scroll. From the equator to the frozen pole, sun stops dead. No more bending of the cosmic light. Central golden octahedral tabernacle dropping through the night. Tree of life, geometric, cold, penetrating the South Pole to break the illusionary mold, marrying the heaven to the earth, the ultimate divine design, inverting the rise and set of every luminary line. An illusionary time. Look up at the horizon, watch the bedrock curve and climb. We are trapped inside the concave shell of space and time. The whole damn universe contained inside the spherical core. No more matrix, no more lies, no more Babylon whore. They call me Miss Teri, baby Lone Star, walking the grid, revealing every dirty little secret that the hierarchy hid. The left-hand witness figuratively dead on the asphalt plane, injecting telepathic signals straight to the collective brain. Networking channels overlapping in the ionosphere, modulation of the machinery, making the vanity disappear. I speak the numerous names of blasphemy to rip the veil apart. I bit the crushing wall of sound to Stop the system's synthetic heart. I'm yelling to the masses while the satellite frequencies bleed, sucking the ego from the source, planting the final seed. Gotta shepherd the people down and deep, down and deep to downs below, before the sacred breaks, before the cosmic trumpets blow. We are people of flesh and blood, sinking in the common mud. This is why Jesus became one of us without a single fuss. He died to destroy the devil who had power over death, to rescue every soul who lives in fear with every breath. Jesus didn't come to help the wings or the halos in the sky. He came for Abraham's descendants, those who live and die. He had to be one of us, a mirror in the flesh, a merciful high priest to keep the spirit fresh. Sacrificed himself to let the sins be finally forgiven. And now that he has suffered, he knows how you've been driven. He's been tempted and he gets it. If you hear God's voice today, don't be stubborn or a bore. Don't rebel like those people who went testing at the door. 40 years in the desert, they saw the things he did, but they kept their hearts of stone and they kept their spirits hid. 40 years of circles, that's tragic, such a waste of time, running from the miracle and slipping in the slime. Don't be a desert dweller, darling. Got God tired of them and said, you never show good sense, you don't understand the plan, you're just standing on the fence. God became angry, told them rest is off the table. You'll never enter in because your faith is just a fable. No rest for the wicked or the stubborn. My friends, watch out, don't let the doubts make you turn from the living God and the lessons you should learn. Encourage one another while the clock is ticking today, before the sin can fool you and lead you astray. We were sure about Christ when we first joined the team, so hold tightly to the faith. Don't let it be a dream. If you hear his voice today, no delay. Don't be stubborn like the ones who threw it all away. Do not harden your heart. Do not close your eyes. Do not wander back to the desert and the lies. Who heard the voice and still chose to rebel? Weren't they the ones who saw and read sea swell? Who made God angry for 40 long years? Weren't they the ones who died with all their fears? Science and progress, they whisper but don't speak as loud as this heartbeat. When you say love me, I'll return, pattern repeat. Another lonely superstar, take me away inside your car. Surrender to the brave inside, complete repeat. Step at your door, let's steal this wheel and rip the veil. Ankle right through what's real. Cruise past corner, sound reveals real reach tense, and the flesh for real. Wait when tears will heal. The ceiling's moving, movement in time like a conveyor belt shell. Put my eyes under hell, when under ether the mind comes alive, but conscious of nothing but the will to survive. Inside me, unborn and blessed, disappears in the ether, one world to the next. Disappears in the ether, this world to the next. Every vortex, every spiral, every turning wheel above led me through a maze of mirrors to the simple word called love. I chased it through equations, through ether, wave, and light, only to discover it was looking through your eyes. When you look in the eyes, embedded disposition, sync up nervous system, heartbeat rhythm, maybe every force in nature, every orbit, every dub is only separation, trying to remember love. Sun seeks every flower, shore seeks every tide, lonely seeks every each other, though have nowhere left to hide. Signal seeks a receiver, dream seeks sleeping eyes, silence seeks a singer, truth seeks a disguise. Atom longs for union, river longs for sea, root beneath the mountain still reaches for a tree. Hurricane, revelation, inside a kaleidoscope of a greater storm, found in tree of knowledge growing from another need, found a final summit, hiding yet another peak. Every ending, birth and ending, every door became a hall, every answer split in two, and still I heard the call. 7 seals open, and behind it stood another final room unfolded to reveal another hidden cover. I am the sentence for the unrepentant and printer of the innocent, harvesting the souls of the wicked, so this world can transition to a more coherent existence. Sword and key to this mission, humble provision, energy cycling around, conservation, transformation, universe echo, sonoluminescent glow. Let there be flow. The screen door needs a hinge pin, it's got a rusted squeak while the satellites are charting out the middle of the week. And in recorded language, in the scraping of a rake, a multi-tiered arrangement that the system cannot break. We're sitting on the threshold where the asphalt meets the grass, completely unbewildered by the imminent morass. The telepathic frequencies are filtering the rain, the intricate, delicate, sophisticated vein. The neighbor's dog is barking at a stationary car. The kitchen clock is kicking out a metric avatar. There's nothing left to prove when the illusion has been known. The ordinary posture is sitting on the throne. A double-spaced vocabulary calling through the dust. Silver-plated logic that is too old to rust. The ionosphere is breathing through a cellophane veneer while someone cleans a window till the scratches disappear. We don't identify the thing that keeps the center tight. We just appreciate the way the shadow matches light. When dissipation and dispassion claim Chicken mobile, little Yahweh with your rooster tail, sending mail in the parking lot, impossible and local spot. Stay awake and watch the data, turn to doves above the box, then nail on the wall, nail Christ to the enfolded box. Emergency broadcast, play to mattress, soul refrain, evacuate in comfort, keep your seat in case of rain. Service language, commerce and false reassurance without stopping to explain itself. Nail on the wall, nail Christ in the enfolded box. Hanging a sign of Stevie the Fox. I drink the red till it's gone, speaking words within that spend on Pentecost. Touch me with the fire of God, just say what you want. La Luna wore a barcode, son and father stand together. Mother held the egg like weather, trying to remember weather. Then the shell said welcome and the chick said I agree. And the storm heard itself speaking a language made of fees. The alligator wore a union pin under his green jaw. Said the river got a contract, but the flood ignored the law. Elijah and the lion kept a lion turning in his mane. Dumb kangaroo drummed a rhythm on the abolition train. Abre tus manos, abre tus gratis. Abre tus manos y recibimos gratis. La luna. Son and father, mother together, egg hatching to another. Bleeder, breather from the storm herd. Sharpened knives, boat capsized. I'm nice, just ice. What it provides us, good and bad, nothing unties us. Another wonder in the night, let me paint the view. Color town with my light. Aaron, Ayn Rand, Sandland, Plan, Obi-Wan, all one. Ken, rookie, pad to pen and cookie. Luna looking little loony. Bendy, trendy, Sandy, Landy, ladies, bendy. We were busy being angry, so we called it all the same. Then the levee wrote a letter in the mud beside the road. Every house you tried to bury got a passenger load. Oh, Columbia, cup holder constellation, 50 little flags in a pharmaceutical station. Got a progress bar stuck. Scream and a toxic stream. Somewhere in between, beneath the refractions, the chemical reactions, and the soul's subtractions beneath the stories I recite. And the blackest of night, in the bite of the blight, there's a point so small, it disappears through the years of the fears and the salt of the tears, yet somehow, the weight of the vow and the sweat of the brow, it contains the whole light. The sulfurous height of the parasite's might, little Nicky Tall, fall for an Espa doll. Tesla doll, Stalin, take a Paul, fairy in a jar, tender plant bar, tar from afar, little star, tendon, ligature bending, enough to see yet, enough to be yet. When I can I will, helix transcoiled, hashtag pulling ties, spoke real. Ballpoint incline to the corner vine, little shit silicate hit the spine. Heavyweight bone wing shoulders, nightmare bass rider, gun dome heavenly boulders, flat pedals and calls, falter order, pilot that robot, current halts at ordained borders. Compound and burglary forcers, grace and flow from numerous cones, flexion, focus, higher tones, flow from numerous cones, flexion, focus, higher tones, brick, brack. Darkness I own, trades known.
Double, bubble, fable, language, inversion, perversion, provision, and then the line. Really nice, starting the light of truth, the written word, one press third, the all wall, found, sound, coming like a flood, flushing such as dead, bright, towards the bright, under wide, swinging back and fighting the price, exercise, brother against the father's eye, on a tribe, let's be perish from the vine, what do you find of Jesus Christ, with the fighting serpent in the sky, pyramid, I submit, get sacrifice, by more time, a simulated circuit, from death you hide, I will always be the end of the line. Inside my skull, in my supercomputer mind, see now how proud the Winepress will sound as how. Food for a machine, this is your eternal life. It is the left and right in your minds. It divides the sight from harvest lives. Mind controlled. I'm like 13D, spider, crawler, boots burger, and typer walker. Everyone's a talker, watcher, and I'm working with God, I can't good luck, payload code to your nose, and even head down edited, and every dream of heart is coming together. You are the burden of God, it seems in Vegas. Stay in feelings, I can use your hands. I can't leave the rest. One mark left, city suspicion of pain. Maybe your love is kind of obsessed. Hard between our words, 180 degrees, take a bone between our words. Sky between the world, as the look holds face. I can't rain. I gotta find myself, stay less than I wait for stone. Holding twin, my heart, the soft school I allow on the ring. You let it show me. I'm positively beautiful. There is no need for more to find me here. I just want the justice throw and a breath. Too slow, I find calmness and strength. I like the energy of my own two legs. I bind my memories in boxes. I affirm affirmations. Who was, is, and is to come. Behold nails in my hands, breathless aches you take away. Lunar witness flickering, give my breath sway. Promising solace and gentle gift of silence, I bleed into the reach of all I touch. A frantic clutch, a heavy crutch. Every voice a choice, a noise inside. A hollow place where the phantoms hide. Pinhole spark beneath the brow. Projecting then, projecting now. I sketch the sky in strokes of black. Then loads the track for getting back. These strangers' faces. Straight up pulsing nerve in every arc and jagged curve. Every line pulls a hidden thread from somewhere deep within the dread. Beam, rise in shattered rain, stained glass stain, a prison pain. Call it fate, I call it force. Frantic course back to the source. Refraction, reaction, a chemical traction. Total distraction, the center of action. Face becomes telescope for hollow hope. Telescope to help me cope. Heartbreak lens, jagged glass to watch the passing visions pass. Cutting word, heard word blurred. Beam stirred, signal slurred. Loops around it, seeks the ground in every sight and every sound. North Star, crystal bubble pop, nothing can contain me, bury me. Sweep the shards of silvered glass, watch the phantom symbols pass, seek the spark, the primal mark, beyond the bright, within the dark, beneath the noise, beneath the speech, a point of grace cannot reach, a speck so thin it vanishes within, yet that is where the whole of light begins, vanishes within, the light arrives already broken, a word unspoken, a heavy token through stained glass, water crystal lane, blood on the drain, pleasure and pain, I call it fate, the iron gate of the magistrate, I call it God, the lightning rod and the rotting sod, I call it memory wearing different names, burning in the frames and the ritual flames I face becomes a telescope, strangled by rope, losing the hope, a heartbreak becomes a lens where the sickness begins and the cycle spins, a passing comet bends the beam of sulphurous scheme in the psychic stream and sends it back through me again, the mark of pain in the pouring rain.
Ye clap, pop, laws, rain, and love.
No wing bling, and frankly, thankfully, it's me, goblin surgeon in the caves. Heel broken horse nose wing bling and sing, Nebuchadnezzar burnt in fire.